It's a show. It's a podcast show. Welcome to the Julie Cross Podcast Show. Empowering, energising and entertaining. Hi friends, Julie Cross here. Welcome. So glad you keep tuning into the podcast show. Oh, it's just me again today. You know, I am going to get some guests on here sometime very soon. So watch this space. But meanwhile, I'm very grateful that you keep tuning in to hear me and my ramblings. Something I want to share with you today that I think is very important around grief. It'll be 10 years this year since my husband passed away, which makes it 14 years since our life really changed forever when he had his stroke. So almost at the 10-year mark since he left us in this world, and it was a very significant week this week. My son, as many of you know, my son Jack made footprints beside his dad's and joined the army. It's his now third year in the army. My husband loved playing rugby, and Jack too has embraced rugby. And he recently got picked for the army team, which is very significant in that environment. And I knew that my husband would have been so proud to see Jack now playing rugby. He then played 3 games for the army team, and we heard over the weekend that it was announced that he was selected for the Australian Defence Force team, which now he represents Australia, in the Australian Defence Force team, and will go and play against other countries. This was very significant. It's not an easy thing to achieve, and I was obviously so very extremely proud of Jack. I then looked back through some photos and found a photo of Flash when he had played a game for the Australian Defence Force team, for the Army team, and he had Jack in his arms at the end of the game, and I still remember that day so vividly. And he's got Jack in his arms as a little, probably 3-year-old, and Jack's got a rugby jersey on, and he's got funnily enough, a crew cut, an army cut. Isn't life amazing? And then I went through I just couldn't stop crying. And so this is the thing about grief, that 10 years on, I'm not actually perhaps grieving the loss, but I'm missing for Jack the conversations that they would be having. I'm missing seeing how proud his dad would be of him. And I feel grieving for Jack, that he's not getting the banter and the conversations and seeing his dad and how proud he would be of him. And so I share this with you so openly because we need to normalise this, that I'm not depressed today because I feel like this. I'm not going to be sad all day because I'm having this moment with you now, but I am honouring my emotions, that it is valid that I would miss him in these times. And I have a lovely man in my life, so it's not about not moving on. It's not about not being happy. It's about normalising the emotion of sadness and missing when it arrives. And so that's what I do. And then I move on from it and get on with my happy life. And so this is normal. And so let us allow ourselves to have these moments of sadness when we feel sad. Allow ourselves to dive into them, to feel them, to be in it, honour them, and then allow yourself to get back up through it, because this is normal. This would be normal. And so Jack and I had some lovely conversations about the kind of things that his dad might be saying, and I know that his dad must be driving everybody mad up in heaven, whoever's there, about how proud he is of his son and what he's achieved. And we delight in that, and we laugh through our tears. So thanks for listening. And if you are having those moments, know that you're not alone, and that it really is okay to dive into those moments and really feel them. But then allow yourself to get back up through them as well. Okay, you have a great day. If you'd like to attend one of my public shows or book me to speak at your next conference, please visit juliecross.com.au.